Hello everyone, this is Sam from LearnToCode tutorials. Today we will going to for the tutorial on getting started with HTML. So what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So let's get started. So the first introduction is that why HTML? HTML presents us that front page where we get that embedded image, videos, text, fonts that we receive from the server, that we retrieve the information from the server through HTML. So here web pages designs with different styles, animated images, sounds, interactive forms and other objects. The web pages should be visually interactive and attractive. All web pages are creating using a language that facilitates a developer with all the features that takes to create the design. Hypertext markup language instructs the web browser how the web page should look. It enables us to bring text, images, sounds and links in all one click. So that I said earlier that an HTML web page contains forms, images, video, audio, etc. That is the front end and easily visible to the user. So in case of a form, we see the form that contains username, email ID, that all the details we need to fill. Once the details are filled, we need to click on submit. So once we click on submit, the logic behind it, or maybe we are using some server, web server like XAMPP or any Java like NetBeans for any Apache server for getting the information or retrieving the information from that server, and the results are being shown to you in the form of HTML web page. Okay, so as HTML is the standard markup language for creating web pages. HTML stands for the Hypertext Markup Language. HTML describes the structure of web pages using markup. HTML elements are the building blocks of HTML pages. HTML elements are represented by tags. So in case of tags, there are we need to know what elements. An element is a fundamental component to create a web page. It indicates how a browser should display the information. An element generally comprises a starting, opening tag, and it contains attributes, content, and ending tag. So there are two types of elements, can be classified into two types: container elements and empty elements. And container element has a starting and an ending tag. For example, to change a certain section of the tag, suppose if in case of bold, italic, we use angular bracket B and angular bracket close. That is the bold for highlighting the text in bold. So we use that tag. So the web browser displays the enclosed text enclosed within the opening and closing tags in bold. And one is the empty element. An empty element has only one opening tag, such as the horizontal rule, that is the HR, angular bracket HR, angular bracket close, can be used directly and does not require any closing tag. So again, hypertext is a document. So why it's named as Hypertext Markup Language? So hypertext is a document that enables to organize information by connecting different pieces of information together. It enables us to link non-sequential document and relate the topic from beginning to the end of the same document. In a single word, we can say that it uses hyperlink that redirects from one page to another page with the help of hyperlink. And on the other hand, there's a marker. Why it's called marker? Because we use markers or tags that specifies the web browser how different parts of the document to be processed. And for a note, the first version of HTML was created using standard generalized markup language HTML, was not widely used at that time. It was not suitable transferring the information across the internet. This was a note. So as I said, there are tags. Tags are used to describe how a web page is displayed. Tags determine the major structural components in a document, such as paragraph, heading, horizontal lines, etc. Each HTML tags perform different functions. Tag consists of a left angular bracket, the tag name, and the right angular bracket. For example, br, break, is the tag where the br is the name of the tag. So and tag contains attributes. They provide additional information about the tag, such as alignment, font, color, size of the text, etc. The attributes defined in the tag within the angle brackets of the tag name, like angular bracket, font align, center. So the attributes are like alignment, center, and the size is 10. So this is the and the general form of an defining an attribute is that element name, attribute name, and attribute value, then contained, then element name. There's the closing tag. So the one thing, when we start to write HTML, that we need to write Doctype declaration must be the very first thing in our HTML document before the HTML tag. So for that the Doctype element is the first element in the HTML document, which defines the document type definition used by the document. A DTD is a separate file containing formal definition of grammar, such as supported elements and attributes used in the markup language. The browser checks the code of the document against the rules in the Doctype declaration. The Doctype element does not have any closing tag. So HTML 4.01 specifies following three types of DTDs, like HTML 4.01 strict DTD, HTML 4.01 transitional DTD, HTML 4.01 frame set DTD. So we will learn about DTD in the next video that I will be making. So this is the structure of defining an HTML, creating an HTML. The Doctype HTML, then comes the head. Under head, we declare the, actually in head section we write about that scripts for JavaScript or any styling script that we used, like CSS, JavaScript, we used to declare in that head section. And the title, that is a title we used to mention, that will be shown on the browser tab. So here I written LearnToCode, and then comes the body, whatever elements, tags that we need to declare inside the body section, then closing tag of body, then the closing tag of HTML. So this is the general format of creating an HTML document. So if you like this video, please do share, subscribe, and comment. So your feedback is appreciable, because we will work on your feedback and try to give you more relevant videos regarding this. Thank you.